Have you ever had a friend that acts like they need to control everything and has to be perfect, and you didn't know why they acted like that? Well, maybe you should have paid attention to what number of kid they were in their family. Coming from the baby of a family of 6 kids, including stepbrothers, I've always been interested in how birth order affects the personalities of kids because my oldest brother is the perfect example of the oldest child. But I'm the baby, and I don't act anything like the baby of the family. Just kidding. Okay, maybe I did. According to the article along those lines on www.ancestry.com, a child's place in the family hierarchy is important for a variety of reasons, not the least of which are the records left behind to assist your research. Some researchers concentrate their investigative efforts on nailing down vital dates for only direct ancestors, but ignoring your ancestors' brothers and sisters can be a costly omission. Birth order is important. I plan to inform you on the effects of birth order, the effects birth order can have on your personality and the way you live your life. Today, I'm going to tell you about the positive effects of birth order personalities, the negative effects of birth order personalities, and some of the main exceptions to this. There are many positives to the different personalities caused from birth order. The firstborn children are usually confident, loyal, driven, hardworking, and very patient and organized. And on the same article, www.birthorderandpersonality.com, one of the fun facts states that more than half of the U.S. presidents were firstborn children. So that kind of just proves that the firstborn children are driven and they like to get things done. The middle children are peacemakers, risk takers, and independent, competitive, and usually have a great imagination. The lastborn children are outgoing, sociable, caring, creative, empathetic, and confident. Only children usually are problem solvers, they mature faster, they talk like adults, and they trust their own opinions because they don't have any opinions of their brothers and sisters. Some of the positives of being a twin would be they're confident, they have a constant connection with someone else, they're multitaskers, they're driven also like a first child, and they want to stand out. So even though there are a ton of positives to the different personalities caused from birth order, there can also be some downfalls to being the firstborn, second, last, or somewhere in between. There are a few negatives to the different personalities caused from birth order. The firstborn are perfectionists, overachievers, and they get selfish with attention because they used to have it all until another child was born. I'm going to show you an example family of that birth order plays a big role in. So these are my family. This is one of my family friends, the Applebees. This is Kelsey, the oldest, Lindsay, the middle child, and Justin, the baby. So like I said, the oldest were leaders. They were driven. They can be perfectionists and overachievers, and selfish with possessions and attention. The middle children are stubborn, rebellious, and they dislike when people confront them. And they're used to going against what their parents say, sometimes, just because they feel like they don't want to be in the shadow of their older sibling. The last-born child can be spoiled, manipulative because they feel like, or people say that they are in the palm of their parents' hand. They're immature and self-centered. Only children are usually self-centered, scared of trying new things, worry too much, and they feel like they were always right. And some of the negatives to being a twin is they feel like they don't have privacy, don't feel like an individual, and sometimes hide behind the other twin shadow. You might be thinking, well, I'm the baby of the family, and my personality isn't anything like what you described for the youngest child. Well, that leads me to discuss the exceptions of the personalities to birth order. Not everyone fits these descriptions, because there are exceptions to this philosophy. One of the main first causes I'm going to talk about is if your parents are divorced. If your parents are divorced and one parent has sole custody of you and you live with that parent all your life, then usually the child takes on traits from that parent. Another cause is parenting style. And in the article I mentioned earlier on birthorderandpersonality.com, it also says this about parenting style. Parenting style also plays a key role as this influences how children react in all situations. How you teach your kids shows how they will learn, and in turn shows how they interact with society. Another cause could be what order your parents were born in. So, for example, in the article Personality Traits Linked to Birth Order on CBSNews.com, it says, parents subconsciously identify with the child who holds the spot in the family they occupy themselves. A last-born dad might think his youngest antics are cute, while a firstborn mom might see them as irresponsible. Another cause that doesn't go with the personality that I was talking about is if you have a son or daughter first. Usually the son, they're both expected to work hard and take care of their little brothers and sisters, but a son is usually expected to work with the dad, and the daughter is expected to take care of household chores. Another cause, the last cause I'm going to tell you about, is separate families. According to another article on birthorderandpersonality.com, it says, when there is more than a 5-year gap between two children, there is often a new family formed. Since the maturity levels of the children are so far apart, the birth order process often repeats itself. This may result in 2 firstborns, or maybe a firstborn, middle, lastborn, and then an only child. It all depends on timing. So now that you are informed on the positives, negatives, and exceptions to the way birth order affects personality, now you are. I hope that explaining how birth order and other factors such as divorce and parenting styles affects your personality helps you figure out why you are the way you are today.
6:56.
Really?
Good job, Katie.
What?